The weekly code quiz. Moving on from the box model, the next thing we need to understand about CSS is cascading. What is a common reason a style is not working? Often when a style is not working as we think it would, the reason is because there are competing rules applied to the same element. How is it determined which rule takes precedence? Two concepts are used to determine which rule applies when there is conflict: the cascade and specificity. So typically, the reason the element is not styled how we think is because we have not well understood how these concepts are resolving the conflict. What other property is involved to resolve the conflict? We also discuss inheritance, which is that certain properties inherit default values of their parent element while others do not. This is another reason why our element may not be styled how we expect. How would we define the cascade? The cascade is the order by which CSS rules matter. We have already seen some examples in practice. What cascading concept have we already seen? The concept of the last rule. In an earlier video, we applied a margin of 10 pixels and then subsequently applied a margin left of 0. The result was that the element's left margin was 0. This illustrates the cascading concept of the last rule. When two rules apply to an element, the last rule takes precedence. This is an example of how the source order is important. Here is another example. Both CSS rules apply to the same element, the paragraph text. What color will the paragraph text be? The result will be that the paragraph text will be purple. By the cascading rules, the last rule takes precedence. How does specificity apply? With regards to specificity, a selector that is more specific than another selector will take precedence. Here are some examples. What would be the result? Bold paragraph text will be dark gray, since bold paragraph text is more specific than just paragraph text. What would be the result? Introductory paragraph text identified by the ID attribute of intro will be dark gray and italicized, since p#intro is more specific than p, or paragraph text. How do you override other rules? Finally, you can override other rules by adding the phrase "!important" after any property value. What would be the result? So if we revise our previous example, the paragraph text will be blue, even though the last rule is that the text be purple, because the addition of "!important" makes the rule take precedence. Presented by Designers Learn Code.